What's up, everybody? Jackson here today with my little brother Chubbs.
Hello, everybody.
And today we are continuing our playthrough of the Dark Trolls Rebastard on our cleric with the Black Knight Greatsword. Thank you. Just Black Knight Sword. I think the Black Knight Greatsword is the Ultra Greatsword.
The Black Knight Bastard Sword.
Yeah, that thing's huge, man.
The Bastard Sword? Or
No, the
Ultra.
Yeah, the Ultra Greatsword you get off that guy in the tower.
Yeah.
Which you can get one at the end of the game, too.
That's another cool little touch, is the Black Knight's sword is a great sword in a human's hands, and then the Black Knight's great sword is actually an ultra great sword in a human's hands.
In a human's hands, because they're so huge.
Yep.
It's a great sword to them.
Mm-hmm.
To us, it's just ridiculous. Alright. I just like to get rid of that guy in case he comes at us on this narrow walkway out here. But yeah, the DLC. So the only I'm worried about...
Which I guess technically the DLC is locked behind the Lord Vessel. So yeah, there is 4 areas locked behind it.
Yeah. You gotta get the Lord Vessel in order to access the DLC.
To get the pendant from Seat's Fortress.
Yep. And so... Yeah, the DLC in this game, like, I didn't do that on the... I didn't have it on the PS3.
Right.
I just had the regular version, so I never did it until I got the PC, and that's when I was looking up guides the majority of my first few playthroughs on the PC.
Right.
I was looking at guides, you were helping me, Chris was helping me a few times. And then I just started to become addicted to it, and I just started to go back to the areas and do them again, and like just go through it and learn them all. And
yeah.
Just because it has that effect, once you beat it, even the first time I beat it, I think this was like the second game I bought on PC.
Yeah.
Was Dark Souls Prepare to Die. That was my second game I bought on PC, and the first game I bought was Hollow Knight, because Chris had been playing it, and he's like, dude, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't wait until you get your shit so you can get this, because you're gonna love it. And I bought it, and I ended up playing it for days. Like, I think I have over 100 hours in Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
It's a great game. I was doing a playthrough of that, but I never finished it. And the reason I didn't is because I had gotten to the point where I got all the upgrades, and I was like, I could continue it, but I feel like that's fair enough.
Right.
I should have just planned on that, because I ended where you get all the upgrades, so you can go and basically do whatever now.
Yeah.
I think the only one, if I didn't get one, was what's the one down in the abyss, and you have to like, it's the one that lets you pass through those barriers. It makes you invulnerable for a time when you dash.
Oh yeah.
But whatever, I found it by myself, so
yeah.
Here we go.
And here's Manus's hand.
Manus's masturbating hand. And why does he suck you in? That's what's so curious. It's almost like him and Seath have a connection too.
So there's this theory that I read online that, well, the theory goes that the pendant was owned by Manus's wife.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know if that's
so maybe
real.
Seath.
Regardless,
but
what
that
we
would
do
be
know,
fitting. That would fit in with his MO. He likes to
Right.
kidnap maidens.
But regardless, the biggest thing to take note is, for 100% evidence, factual, the pendant is tied to Manus in some way. There is a line where they talk about the primordial human was found and dug up by Oolacile, and they did experiments or some sort of torturous thing to him.
And that created Manus.
That, like, opened up an abyss that is essentially swallowing
We'll get there.
Yeah.
But we gotta get past the Sanctuary Guard. So this is the Sanctuary Guardian. This boss is one of the fastest, most aggressive bosses in the game. And he is really hard.
Oh yeah.
So I might die here.
This fucking guy.
I just want to blitz him. Alright, so now you see what he wants to do. That's a good time to run in and get a good whack on him. That's a good time.
Nice block.
Ugh.
Nice
See
block.
that knuckle though?
Yeah, you gotta keep.
One there. We're so quiet.
Smacking him around.
Oh god.
Oh.
I start talking and I immediately get
Yeah,
fucked up.
I know.
This guy's scary.
But yeah, this is a perfect example of why the shield is so useful.
It's that combo
Just
right
because
there.
you're able to dodge, but when you block, it helps so much.
Oh god.
He's got you poisoned now.
There he
He's
goes.
Just gonna went ape shit.
He's so badass though.
Goes
I really
ape
like
shit.
his design. He's got like a fucking scorpion tail and like wings, a lion head. He just
Like
looks
goat
really cool.
horns.
Alright, so we gotta be really careful. We gotta get back. And with him, it's so hard to find a safe time to heal. It's basically when you have a safe time to hit him.
Yeah.
Is the same time that you should heal.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, he's really hard. This boss is incredibly difficult. Oh fuck, he's gonna do this spam shit. Good. Do it. He'll do it all day. Look at him. That's
You're
why you
far
want to
away
run
from
at
me.
him.
Here's lightning. Here's lightning. Take a
God
lightning
damn it,
ball.
motherfucker. Motherfucker, dude. Seriously, bro? Come on. Thank you for letting me heal. He could have killed me right
He was, dude, that would have.
He wants
leaped
it.
over you. Like, he didn't hit you.
Alright.
His hitbox didn't.
Here we go. More of this. Stop with the fucking lightning this time, you guy.
Guy's so wicked.
Yeah. You want him to do that wave attack, dude. I feel like that's the safest time. And
Because
you can get in
that
and-
combo, what's the problem with that combo is the more health you take, he adds one more hit to the combo.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you thought he was only going to do 3, here's 4.
Yeah.
Or
he's
you thought he was
wicked.
going to do 4, here's 5. You know? That attack right there is probably the safest moment to get in and
Oh, I got a
smack him.
stagger.
You got
I
the
had to go
stagger.
for another
Nice,
one.
nice.
Alright.
He's dead.
Put him down.
Dead. And then later, if you come back to this
Yeah.
area, there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
And
but
it
it's not
doesn't count as
fight.
a boss, yeah.
You just come in and like, is that where I came in at? I don't ever remember. We'll have to look and see what happens.
Yeah, I see, look in there. I think that is where you
Yeah,
came
that's
from.
where you come
Yeah.
in. Alright. Yeah, that boss, and I did that. I killed both of them, but it was never worth it. I think the only point of it is that there's a weapon you can get when you cut off his tail.
Right.
So I think that he wanted to add a backup just in the event that people wanted to get that weapon, but he wanted to make them earn it because you have to kill 2 of them.
At the same time.
Yeah, well, you have to kill, you have to fight both of them. You don't have to kill them at the same time.
No, but you have
you're
to fight
fighting
them
2 of
at
them
the same
once,
time.
yeah. Which is ridiculous. But now we're in the Oolacile Sanctuary. I really like the way this place looks in this new lighting. I remember that
Right.
from the PlayStation 4. Most vividly, I remember thinking the DLC looked really good now.
Right.
Alright, so I'm going to kindle this up, because this is going to be our main, like, one of our main bonfires for the majority of the thing.
Right.
And you only really have to kindle one, but there's going to be, we're going to be
This is gonna
drowning
be
in
like your
humanity
hub,
here.
yeah.
Well, we're going to be drowning
Oh,
in
yeah.
humanity. You get so much humanity in this DLC, it's ridiculous. And I'm going to try to do all of this in one go. This is Elizabeth. She's the one who spells it out for you, basically, that the Princess Dusk has been kidnapped.
Right.
Look at this one.
She's a giant mushroom, and she's not crazed, so she's one of those mushroom people, but she seems to be more sentient, and it's almost as if the mushrooms have even hollowed out.
Right.
Right? Because they're just crazy, they just try to
crazy,
attack you the
yeah.
whole time. And it could also be that they're created, like maybe she was transformed, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Snatched away by that horrifying.
It could also
That
be
horror-
like a play on Alice in Wonderland, since it is like
Right.
dusk and
It could be-
she's fallen down, you know, like, I don't know.
Right.
Yes, we will find her and we will save her.
This sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I should assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorcerers of Oolacile.
And you can buy sorceries and
Yeah.
See further on.
She has a bunch of stuff.
yeah, she's the first mention of the abyss that you get really in the DLC.
Came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt,
That's
he
kind of
will
a
be
weird
swallowed by the abyss, overcome by
kind of
its utter
language
blackness.
used there.
Indeed,
Yeah, the way they
this may
speak.
be
Yeah.
unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk
Like nary a murmur of the dark.
Yeah.
Alright.
shall see when
Okay,
at
so
night
she
the
just
house that
repeats.
Right.
May the
And
flame
most NPCs you can probably come back to after boss fights and talk to them. So this appears to be the Darkroot Garden thousands of years in the past. We know that from Dusk. She tells us, like, I'm from a different time.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that, like, when you get up here, it's like geographically it's very reminiscent of, you know what, the lighting in this one without the fog makes the textures on the ground look kind of cheap, like they did in Seath's
Yeah.
the Duke's Archives.
Just splatches of pixels.
Yeah.
Splotches, I should say. Splatches.
It
Splashes?
looks its age, man. It's like they just put more lights on it, but they didn't do anything about the makeup or, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's just like, all right,
They just smacked some lipstick
some of these
on there.
areas just look older now. And these guys seem to be like changing into those
Shrub.
shrub things. It's interesting. It looks like there's it's like it looks like they're magically like created.
Right.
Like scarecrows kind of.
And this is where it's so confusing to me, is because in the real,
So in there we got a pretty
this little grove,
wicked ambush. We're gonna go
Yeah.
circle around.
but that grove right there in the Darkroot Garden is where you fight the cats.
Is
right?
it? I don't know. That's the thing.
'Cause it looks about-
Geographically, it looks the same, but
It looks about right how it should be, like
it
that
could,
little.
yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. It's so far in the past that there's no way to know for sure
Yeah,
where it is in relation. So we're gonna have
and there's a lot of
pretty-
the area that gets
pretty
swallowed
spammy
up.
fight here in the forest because of how I moved in. So that's my fault. Jesus, come on. Alright. What now, Chief?
Oh, I was just thinking about that because there's a lot of area that you don't go to in the future, you know what I mean, as far as the Darkroot Garden is concerned. Because nothing looks as grand and big as Oolacile that's around the
These
same area.
giants, dude. Yeah. Like the city, I imagine the city completely sank into the abyss, right? And the thing about that is this abyss is so wide open that it almost feels like it couldn't just be the Kings of New Londo, right? Because that abyss is very small. Or was it always located there, and then they just opened it?
From what I understand from the lore of the Four Kings is like they were once allied with Gwyn, and that's why they have a piece of his soul. But through their meddling of humanity, they spawned open abyss.
Okay.
So
That the Four Kings did?
yeah, because like why else would Gwyn give him his soul? Like if they're doing that shit and
Damn it, I thought I could get off that third swing before
allying
we
with
got that.
Kath, why would Gwyn be like, here's a piece
Now
of
you
my
can see
soul?
why we get the 20 flasks.
Yeah.
This area is pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice
Damn.
delay on that fucking thing. He's like, that worked good, I'll do it again.
I'll do it 3 times.
Oh my lord, this is the one that...
And he does the smack up.
Yeah. There we go. I just need to calm down. I just get so nervous when I'm about to... When I get in that clutch,
Yeah.
it's so tough. Yeah, I don't know. It could be that part. And the thing is there is like after that you go over the bridge in the ravine where Calamite first appears to you. And Calamite is one of the coolest boss fights in any of the Souls games. But for best dragon boss in the Souls series, like, I have to give it to Midir
Right.
in Dark Souls 3. This guy is annoying the fucking piss. Blah, 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 blah. There it is again.
Again.
Just die, dude. Just die, dude. Taking a lot of hits. That's alright, though. We got plenty of hills.
Yeah.
Make it through these woods. Let's go, friar fuck.
And this area is
We
so
gotta spread the
huge.
good word of steal from the rich to give to the poor.
And this area is
Alms?
seriously so huge.
Alms? Yeah, it's huge.
And
It's
so
fucking
like,
Sherwood Forest, man. See that wind chime?
this is the house that the cat was in, clearly.
I don't know. That's the thing. It could be, but I don't remember a staircase in that room.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This could also be they fixed it and built in the tower where that blacksmith was. They could have, like, you never know. Like, we're looking at thousands and thousands of years. you know?
Right. I just like
Look at down there. I love this.
I
view
like
of that.
comparing the two areas because it seems like as soon
So
as you
dope,
go
dude.
in there and down, like all of that is swallowed, right? Or is that where Artorias is?
I'm not sure. Everything looks different in this version.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't be sure of anything. It's so much brighter. There's like, and that was the way it was. Like, Oolacile definitely was brighter than Darkroot Garden, but it was not this clear. And it felt like the fog was more atmospheric and you couldn't see as far ahead still, even though it was brighter.
Right.
I don't know, dude. Like I said, I am so, like, just, I don't know about this remaster. Like, I have moments where I'm like, this is looking really good. I'm liking this, you know? And then there's other times where I'm just like, why even do anything?
Right.
Like, we could just as easily be playing the Prepare to Die edition at this point, you know?
Yeah.
With the fucking Tulaji and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was some wacky shit in it, but I don't know, man.
There's been some wacky shit in this too.
Yeah, like the damage I took in Anor Londo running down the ramp by
Yeah.
those gargoyles. Like, there's still no explanation for that.
Yeah.
There isn't. Like,
At
we
all.
rewatched it, and we were like, nope, nothing hit me.
The
Like,
only thing that I can discern is somehow fall damage because
Well-
like that's the only thing.
So that
It's like-
Inferno Plus guy did a video on the remaster, and it's really good. I highly suggest it. Just go look up, and I don't know if you'll find it because he spams. Like, it was good enough that I subscribed to him, but then he just spammed like meme videos and shit. Like,
20 meme
probably why
videos.
his channel is growing so fast. I don't understand what a meme is. So
Making dank memes.
Yeah, I don't know, but so like, and I still
subscribe
like his
to that
content.
bullshit.
Well, I still like his
They
content.
compare that to like
but it's
ancient
like,
Egyptian
I
hieroglyphs.
like his more serious content. I don't like the Iron Pineapple shit. Like,
Right.
and I like Iron Pineapple, like some of his videos, but I'm not gonna subscribe to him because it's like the vast majority of your library that you're uploading, I'm not into.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why it's like I still like their stuff, and it's not like I hate them. It's just I get a lot of spam in my subscription box that I don't really want to see.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that, it's like, and another thing I hate about that is that's like the stupid fucking, I hate this like feeling like you need to subscribe to someone in order to fucking like say that you like them. Like I have a lot of viewers that watch our channel that are not subscribed.
Right.
Like the majority of watch time on our channel is coming not from real time, but overall stats are coming from non-subscribers. And that's because all of our videos that are getting hit in traffic, blah blah blah, whatever, whichever ones YouTube's decides are relevant enough that aren't buried.
Right.
I compare it to like it's like we're in a fucking blizzard and we're trying to convince everyone that our snowballs are cool. But there's a million other people throwing them at the same fuck!
Ah!
Oh my god, that genuinely just fucking shocked me. Calamite, you bad motherfucker. That legit just scared the fuck out of me. I was not, I was
It's because you were in the middle of talking.
ooh, yeah.
You're deep in thought.
Yeah, but I know he's there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's scared me that good since the first time I fucking did this shit. Damn, dude. Come on. Oh. Trolley. Troll. We're headed that way anyway, though. But I think if you... Nah, you're good to fall. I guess you're good to fall.
That is the way you go. Yeah, that is the way.
Alright, so this
It
area
is the way,
huge.
Mandalorian.
What was I saying?
About YouTube.
Oh, yeah. And so, like... And YouTube is just, like... trying to moderate a million fucking snowballs happening every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's like, and people act like it's personal, like it's about like them, and it's like, no, it's really not. It's the fact that there's, oh, that fucking shit, dude. Why do they do that in so many places in this game?
Because it's Dark Trolls, man.
I fucking legit feel like they do that.
They troll
so
you. They try
much
to. They
in this
intentionally try to kill you. It happens.
game.
But the thing about it is them intentionally trying to kill you isn't... It doesn't feel like that's the whole point of the game.
No. It doesn't feel like it's just around every corner. It's just certain areas feel like
And
that,
like-
and then other areas. And I'm going to be doing as good a clear of this place as I can.
They're far and few in
But
between.
it's been a long
like, the
time
shit
since
that
I've
will...
done like a full clear guide lookup for this
Right.
area, so I'm probably going to miss some stuff. It's a pretty big... Anyway, continue, sorry.
But yeah, there's just some of those things. It feels like they're far and few in between, but they do exist, whether it's intentional or whether it's like hitbox collision, not really like going smooth. Because some of the shit like that Root and Blight Town is a perfect example of something that does not look like it should do that. And it almost looks like it's a bug.
Yeah.
But it's
And the
either is
thing
that
I'm
a bug
wondering-
or is that intentional? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it like a design flaw, or did they purposefully stretch a hitbox out that would cause force against the players
Right.
and push them off? And the thing about it is it happens in seats on that crystal too.
Mm-hmm.
When you're having that duel with the golden one on
Yep.
that one crystal, there's a little slight slant there that can pull you off. And just walking down on the other one, there's another point, I do believe, where it can happen.
Where
Yeah.
it'll just drop you
Where
off.
it will just randomly push you off.
Another moment where that happens is the jump to Undead Asylum from Firelink.
Yes.
On that little pillar, if you were just walking
Yeah.
on it, up
But
it or
I
sprinting
noticed
up
that
it,
was
like,
not
pushes you
as...
off.
And I'm almost wondering at this point if these aren't 60 frames per second problems. I'm curious about that, because it could just be that a lot of things cropped up when it went to 60, as we know. It
Right.
did because of the Durante fix, which is
But one thing...
unofficial, but I almost walked up.
But there is one thing that we do know 100% was tied to Durante's fix that isn't in this version, and that's the clipping through the environment when sliding down.
Yeah, when you slide down. But that's what I'm saying. So it's almost like instead of one person working on it, they had like 4. So they were able to fix a few of those 60 frames per second problems that
But they
cropped
didn't
up.
smooth out
But
all
they
of
didn't
them,
smooth out all of them.
which might be
And that could
the
be what
case.
that. But the thing about that is, I never in all of my life remember playing Dark Souls Prepare to Die with the DS fix and having that issue at Orlando where I ran down and it just dealt damage to
random
me.
damage. Yeah, that's
just
something
random
that's
damage out of
exclusive
nowhere.
to the repatchified version.
I think it is. Like I said, I'm not willing to bet my life on that because
I
I
have
don't know
never-
if that's just
I'm
if
not
that
gonna
could be in there.
Look, I have never, and like you just said, you have never, and we're talking about 2 people here who have hundreds of hours in the Prepare to Die version
Yes.
with Durante's DS fix. And like, that never happens over the 100 hours that
That
we
I
played.
can remember. Like, look at that hollow. He
I
just
have
looks
never
like pale
been-
white. Like, aren't
Yeah.
hollows supposed to look like red, like jerky?
Like, fleshy.
Yeah, that guy just looks pale white. Maybe it's because he's all dead, not just
Right.
undead.
But then once again, they toned down the speed.
And how is he dead,
Or maybe
motherfucker?
that was tied
That's
to
the
two
thing, dude. There's a war with the dragons and we kill them all, and then there's like 4 dragons.
This
in the
dragon, they're
fucking
like,
game.
as long as you eat the abyss, you're
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna just let that guy go. I don't want her to
Because
get
he
pulled
leads you into
this.
a troll,
Yeah.
hit troll trap.
I'm gonna try to pull some of these guys.
There is a way that you can go from the other side around, but I think
if you just pick off
back.
these guys at first, they won't all come. I don't think so. Anyway, it looks like one of the giants may be coming.
Yeah.
All right, but that's okay. I can take care of these guys real quick.
Before he gets over.
And we
He's
just got the one
slow.
giant.
Yeah.
Why'd I go for it?
Because you got 16 heals. 17.
Got him. Haha. But yeah, people... Yeah, I don't know about that. Whatever that was, it's bullshit that it happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucking rough area all by itself. It doesn't need... I don't need to have moments where I just take random damage from nothing.
From nothing.
When you're rushing that gargoyle
And I'm
setup,
pretty sure that the clip of that remastered video
This guy had
you
more-
did on
he had
the
tougher.
console version, there was a clip of that happening to you. You got like smacked from behind from nothing.
Oh yeah, that
and it
was
killed ya.
network lag, dude.
Yeah.
That was an exploit that people will use because they
Was
just
that a
like to...
PvP player?
People
then?
like to use exploits, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking like it. It's the other way. There's something around the back of this one, if I'm not mistaken. And right over there is that other one, so we're just right back. That's what I really like about it. Is that's where we were looking at that building. It's just so awesome. And down there is the fight with Calamite eventually.
And that's the waterfall area where
that
the
leads to
Hydra...
and that's why I'm saying there's no way to be sure. I'm pretty sure you're right there that is where the Hydra is.
Because that's the waterfall.
Yeah, but
But
as
the
for
reason
like where
why-
the cats would be and
Well, the
all
reason
that,
why I bring up
don't
the area
know.
with the cats is because if you looked across the way, there was that bridge through the woods, which is like the exact same setup if you were
Yeah.
coming at the cats from the front.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. I know what you mean. From up by the waterfall.
Yeah, if
That's
you
what I'm
came at 'em
saying.
from
Like,
there.
it definitely could very well be. But I think they did a lot of, like, palette swaps and things to switch it all around.
And they kind of made it smaller, which is a nice touch because all of this area is kind of getting swallowed and sucked out of
Yeah.
existence. And like that's what
Freaking
these
wicked,
giant
dude.
pitfalls are, and that void is
Yeah.
like a blight around the hole you can see through the environment. Like
Yeah, dude. It's a pretty cool game, man. That looks dumb, though. You can see the ground down there. Look at that. And
That
it's like
is
a perfect
like
fucking
a perfect
square.
square. Nice job.
That fucking lighting system, dude.
Jesus.
I'm telling you.
The abyss is no longer the abyss. You stare into the abyss.
You see a white square.
You see a white square in a black hole.
There's a white square in the abyss. It's the fighting pad where you'll fight him. It's a perfect square that was not intended to ever be fucking seen. But the 4 guys we hired to fucking do the remaster will brighten it up so that you can perfectly see the perfect geographical square that looks nonsense as fuck.
That looks
nonsense as fuck,
That looks
dude.
stupid.
That looks nonsense as fuck. I can't believe that is in this fucking game.
They didn't
cannot
care.
believe that is in this game. I never noticed that before, dude.
And Dark Souls was famous for its attention to detail.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there from Soft.
And to be fair, that's not meant to be seen.
Right.
Like, because you can't see that
It's supposed
shit
to
in
be.
the original.
It's supposed to be black. It's an abyss. It's the
know,
abyss.
They did know.
It's supposed to have nothing.
The thing about this lighting system is it needed to be fine-tuned. It needed to be. They needed to work on each area individually. Have people looking for things like that, and then do something about it. Yes, do something about it. Darkroot Garden could have been darker in areas. The Abyss, I felt like, could have been darker. I feel like the Abyss wasn't even that dark, dude.
Right.
I don't know. Like I said, dude, I don't know. It's pretty fucking piss poor excuse for a fucking remaster. Alright, so over here we have the famous...
Yarnamite.
He's from Bloodborne, because I watched a 10-minute video that suggested such, because look at him. He looks like he's from Yharnam.
Bloodborne.
He looks like he's from Yharnam, and that means he's from the Bloodborne universe and the Soulsborne series. I hate that, like, Bloodborne gets lumped in with Souls. Like, it should.
Right.
It's not a Dark Souls game. It's not at all.
Right.
Like, it would be like saying Sekiro is a Dark Souls game. No, it's fucking not. Can we stop saying the Soulsborne?
Soulsborne.
No. There's Souls, and then there's Bloodborne. Fuck. That's a little random nitpick. It just bugs me. Because it's like so clearly not even in the same vein.
No.
Like, just because it has similarity, it has more similarities with Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
We are both strangers.
Because he invades you later, and he's a bitch.
At least now there are 2 of us.
No, 2 of us. What does he sell? Does he sell anything cool? Wow,
Where's all
he
your...
sells humanity? How many does he sell? Just however many you want? Probably.
Where's all your insight there, Bloodborne guy?
Yeah! Where's those madman knowledge, dude?
Yeah, there they are.
There they are. Found them. It's legit.
So long.
It's legit. It's a legit theory. It works. I believe in it.
Father Gascoigne dropped him off in Dark Souls.
So that will send that elevator up to the tower on the other side before we ran into Calamite. That's our first really big shortcut. And now we're going to go fight Arturius.
But yeah, I don't so much look at that guy as
And
like...
Arturius is a very hard fight, so...
Yeah.
Let's...
People can think that guy's from Bloodborne. I just think that might have been an Easter egg of what he was working on afterwards.
Could have been, or it could have been that was the earlier design of the concept he was working on. You never know.
Right, like if there was
People put
anything
too
that
much
tied
meaning into
together,
the
it
most
might be
random
like...
of shit, dude.
That's the way I look at it, is it's probably not even tied to anything, but if it was probably like an Easter egg.
Even, I don't know if even then.
Yeah. But Easter eggs, there's like...
It could have been, because I'm sure Bloodborne was in progress.
Right.
But it's not like it matters.
Yeah.
It's just people trying to connect them together with that guy.
Right.
Like, see, Bloodborne's in the same universe as the Souls series. By literally saying this guy got sucked out of his universe into a completely different universe. And you don't understand how stupid that sounds? Yeah, do it.
He likes it. He likes it!
That's his Martyr Logarius power-up.
Yep.
See, it is the same universe.
Yep, see? This is Martyr Logarius.
Oh god. That move where he does the spin. Yeah, do it. Oh god, not that. I want him to go for the power-up. Ugh, that's alright. We actually ended up gaining some. Here he goes
He's
for
going
it.
for it. Oh, wait. He's... nope. He's like...
Oh, he's doing the double flip.
He's doing the
He's
triple.
gonna get me with it.
Now he's going for the buff. Yep, he's gonna buff.
That's alright. I almost got it. Ah. I thought I had that before he was gonna do it. Now he gets wacky. But that's okay, we got it.
2 swings, not bad.
But
not bad.
this is the guy who's accredited with taking out the Abyss. But as we come to find out, it's actually you.
He was... Well, I mean, he could have warded the Abyss, but the thing about his story is he decided to save Sif, and he, like, got consumed by the...
He gave Sif his shield to protect him. Exactly.
And so, like...
And this shit is PvP stuff. We're just gonna walk in here. There's a skip you can do. We were watching a GDQ speedrun. I forget the guy's name. He was fucking awesome though, but it's a pretty well-known skip.
Right.
You get that and you use some homeward bone trick or something and it basically teleports you to the kiln of the fucking...
to the end of the
first
game.
kiln, yeah. So I don't know why I'm coming up here yet. We can't get him out until we get the key. So we're gonna push forward now.
Onward!
Onward to victory!
Onward
And
to
since I only
humanity!
used 8 hills, I'm just gonna leave this at 5 for
Yeah.
now. Because this area is not too bad at all.
Nah.
There's a couple of little tricky areas, but nothing too...
As
I
far
should level
as-
up though.
As far as that last forested area with the big giants are concerned, I think that's one of the
So,
things that
I'm
make
gonna
that
bring-
so rough.
So this is, we're end game right now, because we ain't getting anything as far as
2
souls
level
go.
ups. Yeah, well, you're at 89. You're pretty high level.
Alright, so this is another interesting thing. After you rested that bonfire, you can come back in here. Does she appear after you rest? You might have to log out. And
Right.
this is dumb that you have to do this, but you have to do this for several NPC things.
For
Either
Snuggly
fast
the
travel or
Crow,
do this,
for-
and it's like, yeah, it's faster to just do this than to fast travel and then fast travel back and run back, you know. But this is, oh, what is her name? She's Artorius's comrade. I can't remember her name. I think you have to kill her to get the gear for the... And I will always give her the soul, because I like this character. I think she's cool. I think that Artorius is, like, an honorable dude who, like, lost his life because he sacrificed his shield to save Sif, which we'll see soon. So I always like to just give her the soul.
Yeah.
And you can get a really decent weapon with his soul that's really good in New Game Plus, because I think that it kills the ghosts in New Londo Ruins, like, not the ghosts, the skeletons. I think it permanently kills the skeletons even if you haven't killed the... So she gives us her daggers for that. And then in my headcanon, she goes and gives Sif, after we save Sif, she gives him Artorius' soul, and that's why he's so big when we fight him.
Right.
That's not backed up by anything other than that's my imagination. And that's another reason I really don't like watching a lot of lore videos. Because I think if you watch a lot of them, it kind of can take away those moments of, like, where you're just coming up with your own shit.
Right.
And those are some of the best moments in the series, you know?
Well, that's why
God.
I'd much rather prefer read the
Look
theory.
at that. I didn't
like,
even mean to backstab that guy, but alright.
Because when you start reading a
You
theory,
get upgrade mats in here.
you're kind of just like, you can stop reading it at any time. Like,
Yeah,
you could stop
yeah, like
watching
looking
a
at the
video.
lore. Well,
But it's
another thing
easier to
that's cool
skim
about
through
that-
the information. Like,
Yeah,
if you weren't liking
another
bits and
thing-
pieces, you could skim through the theory and then,
Yeah.
like, oh, well, this is where I like some of this information. This is
Yeah.
where some of
Well,
it I
plus
feel
I
doesn't
also
fit.
prefer reading it because they actually show you items and stuff, like multiple items
Right, where you can actually
Yeah.
read the description.
to back it up, and they do a better job of presenting their argument. But ultimately, it's mainly just I like to just come up with my own shit while I play it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, this place is wicked. This is a slow... I'll go over to the edge and get a more oh yeah, I forgot that guy's in there. It's a good thing he wasn't crazy. He's just slow stalking me like he's Jason or something. But as you look down, you can't really tell right now, but we basically spiral all the way down to the Manus boss fight. And you can hear people screaming, and you can hear Oolacile crying later for help too. And it's very, like, it makes it have like a really fucked up feeling in this area.
Like an
look at how white
unnerving
that hollow is,
nightmarish.
dude. And like, look how far down there you can see.
So far.
It's just, I don't know, man. Oh,
Chester.
I didn't kill him.
You
Why
didn't?
didn't I kill him?
See, he's got a gun. That's Bloodborne.
He can actually hit you and heal. Oh god. I just want to get to him. Because if I get on him, he's dead. Because PvP is so good in this game and balanced. Oh, I went way too far for that backstab. And I'm not going to get anything off of him? What a little prick.
Prick.
Little prick. I don't even know why I'm going that way anyway. There's a whole side patch.
Yeah, isn't this where the key is?
This is where
Or
the key is.
Is the key down?
No, it's far. Not the key. There's just some items down here.
Right, the key is where the mimic is.
Yes.
Okay.
In that hut,
In the
way
room.
far ahead.
That you
yeah.
jump to, yeah.
It's really not that far ahead. There's just a bunch of stuff between here and there that I want to get.
Yeah.
And those guys drop the large Titanite shards, and I would like those. So here you can roll off onto here. And then there's actually a note here that tells you, let there be light. And when I figured this out completely by myself, because I had just got done doing the Catacombs of the Giants had come here. I was like, light, huh? And there's another one where you can do that too, and I'm pretty sure that's Oscar, right? Is that Oscar?
His sign.
Let's look at it. It
Yeah,
is,
it
yeah.
is.
So that's Oscar from the very beginning of the game. So he must have had a whole... He must have made it through most of the game and just started to hollow out and was like, I gotta go to the Undead Asylum and find someone to replace me. I'm not gonna be able to make it. And like with the very last bit of his humanity he had left...
He made it back
Oh.
to the asylum.
These enemies look so cool.
Oscar, like, paves the way for you to do all
See,
of
that looks
this.
like the fucking things that suck out your inside. It's the
Yeah.
same series.
Cleric Beast.
It's exactly the same.
It's a miniature Cleric Beast.
It's like the fucking... Oh... When Mahler does that reply to the Harris guy, and he's like saying how in his Bloodborne video, he learned not to use a shield in this because he played Bloodborne. Okay. And that made this game better. And it's just like, dude, what?
You might want to rethink that strategy.
Well, I mean, no, but just like that reasoning that like, okay, so Bloodborne doesn't have shields, and that made Dark Souls funner for me because I played it without a shield.
Without a shield.
What?
I don't know why you
Where
would.
do you come to that fucking conclusion
I mean,
in your brain?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna play Dark Souls without a shield. This is actually fun. This is actually way fun. It's like, okay, dude. Because what's so silly about it is it's like they're just such vastly different fucking games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're so different from each other that it's to say that, like, in any way you can say that, like, I mean, you know what you can learn is, like, the way about moving through the environment and solving the environmental puzzles. You know what I mean?
Right.
Alright, so...
Exploration
where do we go?
and all that.
We're up here now. Is this up
This
there?
is where you were when you opened up
This is
that
where I
light.
dropped down, so that we gotta get up there onto that.
Yeah.
How do you get up there again? Is it out this door and around? Yep.
Yep.
It was a little
Up there.
confusing, a little bit of area, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing, like... The environment, but every other
Exploration.
aspect is completely different.
Yes.
There are design similarities with bosses and enemies, you know,
And
what
mechanics
I mean, that carry
implemented that are staples
Yes.
of the,
yes,
you know.
of the company.
Yeah.
But the games are so different from each other on the minute-to-minute gameplay, the combat, the healing systems, the gear systems, the stat systems. Like, it's different in
Yeah.
every way.
It really is.
Like, way different. It's way more of an action game than it is a Souls game, because Souls games are about being cautious. They're about, because you know that there are those things that are set up to catch the unaware player off guard and kill them with, you know, something like an encounter,
Right.
a trap. Like this, for instance, this right here. This is a perfect example. So as soon as I get out there, that guy, the front guy, the melee guy, he's going to rush me, and the mage back there is going to spam me with Dark Orb. I know that because I've played through it, and with that in mind, I'm going to take a cautious approach. And I'm not saying you have to do that. You can go gung-ho and run out there.
Yeah, you can just sprint across and
I just
take out
prefer-
the mage
yeah.
first if you want.
Yeah, I just prefer being cautious and making my way safely, because that's what I feel I would do in real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you'd want to be as safe as possible.
And make sure to be careful. Like, there's
Wow.
another one coming at you from there. Yeah.
Yeah, but she just didn't even spam me, dude.
Yeah, she
just-
didn't cast any of
What?
those.
No. You don't get two. Alright. He gets two, I guess, if
Yeah.
I'm shielding. Here's another one that's usually hidden in the darkness, but now can be plainly visible.
Plain as day. Another one to the right through that door.
Yep.
Plain as day.
Yep.
You see, on the prepare to die
I'm gonna hide
version,
in the bright
folks,
ass room. Yeah, look at how bright
all
this
yeah,
room is.
all of
dude.
this is completely pitch black.
It's got radius around you too, because really, look over there right now. Like, that looks pretty good. Like, that looks brighter than normal, but
I mean,
decent. But then when you get up on
This
it,
is the
and
abyss,
the area
is
of
it
effect
not?
of this is huge, dude.
This is like the top of the abyss, is it not?
Yeah, we're getting down into the abyss.
So it
I'm
should
like, look
look
at that.
dark.
Like, that looks kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that oozing texture of the abyss, that looks pretty cheap now. It just, it
Yeah.
makes, it's
I'm
not
a fan.
good. And like,
I'm not a fan of
I'd
how
say,
this looks.
I'd say like 70
Look
to
at those
80% of the
guys.
game does not look good in this
Look
real
at,
life.
you can see
Yeah,
them.
you can see
plain
them
as
plain
day.
all of them. And it's like, normally that's like part of the hard part is you just, the cool thing is you just see their eyes.
Yeah, the red in the dark. So you know that they're there and they're moving because you
Oh, I
can only see their
fucking
red
missed it.
eyes.
That's okay. We corrected the situation. Alright. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's something for sure. This looks like it should be a hidden door, right?
It does.
Totally isn't, though. Alright, so this is... I like to just pull these guys. Couple at a time. Oh, God. There we go. Pop off a couple of hills. But yeah, that was part of the cool thing about them is you could just, that's how you knew they were there. It's just their eyes, but the rest of them was in darkness, and it kind of looked menacing and threatening in a way.
They were concealed completely by this abyss that's swallowing this
I'm
building.
gonna try to, you know what?
But no, they're like, an abyss? What's an abyss?
I'm gonna fucking poison
We don't have
this
the
one.
answers.
What? Did you see that invisible fucking wall?
Again?
Look at that. Invisible fucking walls. I'll shoot her in the feet. On the plus side, she shouldn't be able to hit me, right? Look at that, dude.
What the hell is this?
There is an invisible wall. You can see my arrow. Watch. There's an invisible wall right there. See, it's things like that. Is that there on purpose? I don't know. Is that just a design oversight?
Regardless,
I
it
don't know.
makes that bitch easy as fuck.
It's
Was
almost
she
like-
not designed to be a fucking...
It's almost as if you made this game, maybe you would want that to not be the case anymore in a remaster, you know? Where
Well,
you finally get to do the director's definitive edition of the
There's
game.
an invisible wall. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of her placement. The whole purpose of her placement is that if you were an impatient player and rushing through, you would have to deal with these guys and her spamming spells at you at the same time.
Yes.
And so if there's an invisible wall that's stopping her spells, then her whole purpose as like a fucking game
no
design,
purpose?
yeah, none at all. Just there to look
It's
cool,
pretty
I
fucking
guess.
silly, dude. I
Pretty
don't know.
fucking silly. That is 100% what it is.
But what I'm saying is like they have to know that's there by now, right? Like the
Oh,
game's been
yeah.
out for so long. Like people have talked to them. They've probably played it themselves extensively. Like I don't know why you wouldn't. This game is so awesome. If I made a game this fucking cool, I'd play it all the fucking time, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing is like you think you'd want to fix those things that were like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but her fucking...
That maybe you might have not been so proud of. But,
Clearly...
or you could just not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That was what they clearly didn't
Damage
give a
your
fuck.
reputation
Like, yeah.
for an attention to detail.
I really don't think that they gave a fuck about this remaster, like From Software. Like they were just like, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's just
And I found this
slap a
one
new
because someone
shit in
left a
there.
note here that said light, let it be light, or time for light, or something of that nature.
Right.
And I had figured out where Oscar's was, and I was like, oh, there's another one here, huh?
Which we would puzzle over this item back here and just be like,
Yeah.
how in the fuck?
That chest, 'cause
Yeah.
you can see it from right there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a mimic? No, it's not a mimic. Red Titanite chunk, fire weapon stuff.
Bringing the fire funk with the Titanite chunk.
If I ever went fire weapon, I'd probably know where that was. Oh, I probably would have looked it up and been like, look at this guy. He's already hard-assing us, dude. You see that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect jump in there, though. What are you doing? What was he doing?
He's like,
He was
ah!
like pointing at me.
Pointing at you like,
You
there's,
fuck!
there's somebody. They're coming.
Alright. Kill this.
The
fucker.
British are coming.
He's just running against the table. I'm gonna get you someday.
I'm gonna point at
Just
you.
fucking wait for it. I'm gonna get you.
I'm Pennywise the Clown.
Alright.
That down there is where that sorcerer was, that ladder. But you don't have
Yeah.
to go down there because
No.
you shot that body
Yeah, I
down.
got everything already. I'm gonna drop off here though, because there's an item around here, if I'm
Yeah.
remembering correctly. Yes. Twin manatees!
Twins.
Oh, speaking of which,
Humanity.
I'm probably sitting on quite a bit of that shit. I am, look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
I love how it closes your fucking menu, dude.
Every time.
Ooh. And what does that pendant do? That pendant does something on fucking... Deflects dark. Especially in its magic forms. I think you
I think you can use that against Manus.
I'm gonna do it and see what it does. I don't think I've ever used it.
I think you can use it
I've
against
picked it
his
up.
spells that he does, like the homing.
Oh, and it'll like block them or
Yeah,
reflect
like
them.
deflects them.
Alright. Oh, there's that item I forgot to get. I always
Mm-hmm.
forget this one because I get caught up in this combat that goes on in here.
Mm-hmm.
But I always see it when I drop down, and I'm like,
Soul
oh,
of a hero.
I
He
always
died down
forget.
here alone in the dark,
In the abyss, it used to be dark. This
swallowed
is
by
not dark.
Bloodborne.
Like, look at that. You can see every fucking enemy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, plain as day.
And you can see the bottom.
You can see the ambush
You
guys.
can see the bottom of the abyss. Look down there to the left. What is that, FromSoft?
Oh my god, that looks like shit.
What is that?
Is it tar? It does not look good. Look, it's all
It's-
cut against that.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just tar. It's like sludge, I guess.
It looks like sludgy.
I guess the abyss is sludge. It's like the bad. It's the bad version of the Ghostbusters goo, Chief.
Yeah.
It's the emo stepchild of the Ghostbuster goo.
They're gonna play My
It's the
Chemical
abyss,
Romance
yeah.
to get it to dance.
God, I would have sang one of their songs to add to that joke, Cheem, but I don't know any of their fucking songs.
I don't either.
Alright, this is a shortcut, and we are going to take advantage of it real quick. Because we got the key to go kill Calamite, and that's what we're going to do before we do anything else. I was thinking about going that way. I got my bow out. Friar Tuck learned some shots from Robin Hood.
From Giant Goth.
From giant goth goo. That's
This-
what it looks like,
This
dude.
goth
It
moth.
looks like black glue.
black glue.
Like black goo. It just looks like it looks sludgy, almost
look-
like tar.
And it kind of looks
Kind of
like,
like a tar pit,
it
dude.
kind of looks like that bottom of Sense Fortress. Like
Yeah.
the same sort of like texture, but there is no animation to it because it does have those ripple effects and like indents. Like there is
Alright.
some sort of animation to it.
Gonna be doing some dialogue with
But yeah,
Gao.
it was never intended to be seen, so it makes sense. There's no animations for it.
Yeah. So the way you pull Calamite down is interesting. You have to talk to him, Gao. You have to get the key to unlock his door. And Gao, it seems like he turned on him, and he was one of Gwen's knights, along with Ornstein, Smaug. Was Artorias one, or was Artorias his own
Knight
thing?
of Gwen.
He was. Artorias was a Knight of Gwen too.
Yeah, like-
So that means that girl with the porcelain doll gear, she's also a Knight of Gwen.
Right.
But he's locked up here in the tower, and it appears like something happened where they gave no fucks about the giants anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure at this point, is Gwen already in the kiln? That's the curious thing, or is Gwen just off doing things? You know, who knows what?
Who knows? At this point, maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
That's the thing, I don't know.
But what we do know is Artorias was sent here by Gwen to
Okay.
quell the abyss.
To stop the abyss,
Yeah.
okay. So he tells you to keep your eye out for the dragon. And then you have to get hassled by Calamite in order to come back and have him shoot him down. So we're going to be making our way from here to where Calamite is just to engage him. What's a dog without a hunt? But that's the thing. He's saying like there's no dragons to hunt, but Calamite flying around, no one gives a fuck. Why don't they
That's
kill
why I
Calamite?
say, like, they just let him survive because he eats the abyss.
Is
They're
that what it
like-
is?
That's how I look at it.
Is he eating the abyss?
Maybe that's in the third one.
Is that Madeir?
That
Dark
might be
Eater
Madeir.
Madeir?
Dark
That could
Eater
be
Madeir.
it, though. Because
Because it
Dark Souls
mirrors the
3,
same-
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 mirrors this game
Yeah.
very closely. There's almost
That's why when
area
you,
for area and shit like that.
That's why when you said that Dark Souls 3 is his Miyazaki's version of Dark Souls 2, it makes sense because it has a lot of mirroring the same bosses like Dark Souls 2, but it actually makes sense.
It makes it a lot harder too, though. It's an extremely hard game, Dark Souls 3, if you're playing like we are right now, just offline by yourself.
I mean, just like story-wise, like how it mirrors the same themes and bosses from this world.
I know what you mean. I don't think
kind of like Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 2 I feel was nonsensical.
I don't think it's his version of a Dark Souls 2, bro. I think it's his version of a Dark Souls 1 remake.
Right.
I think that's what Dark Souls 3 is.
That's kind of what Dark Souls 2 did.
No, Dark Souls 2 was...
It tried to remake the exact same story, but they got rid of all the subtlety.
It is so not even close. If that's what they were attempting, they failed miserably.
That's why I'm saying.
That game is a nonsensical
it doesn't make
mess
sense.
of nothing. That game is a nonsensical mess of nothing. I have never watched any lore videos about Dark Souls 2. I have never done anything. And I'm not going to lie, I admit, I've watched lore videos on Dark Souls 1. But it was after hundreds of hours of play. And honestly, most of Vadi's videos I didn't like about Dark Souls. I mainly liked his Bloodborne ones because I feel like he was... I don't know.
Mainly the Dark Souls videos that you enjoyed were like Hawkshaw.
Yeah, Hawkshaw's for sure. Those are the ones I really enjoyed.
He takes his time and goes deep, over hour-long discussions about a topic.
The thing about it is the stuff that he's presenting, it's not like it's obscured in the sense of like, it's like you can't recognize what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I were to play through Dark Souls 2 and then watch lore videos, I'd have been like, what? How do you get that?
Like people say that Heidi's power of flame is Anor Londo.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care. Like, the thing about Dark Souls 2 that I feel is like, whatever with that game.
Yeah.
So Calamite flies through here, flexes nuts.
There's a crystal lizard on the drop down.
Yeah, I don't even care. I've got a +5 weapon. I don't know, whatever, with crystal lizards. But we're going to want to come down here just a little ways, and if we continue to head out there, he's going to attack us. But just being down here is enough to prompt Gao to help you, because he does like, and there is a sense like when you get down there, fuck, if I go out there, I'm probably going to die. Usually when there's items just laying there like that with no enemy around, you're probably going to die. And there's a note right there, probably from Oscar, like, watch out! Or something. We'll read that one later.
Right.
But I like that too, how there's notes from, developer notes, obviously, but from Oscar. I like, that's the thing, like, I don't know, bro. Dark Souls 2 is just... when I played it, I felt like I was... even when we replayed it, when we bought it recently, I never felt satisfaction from doing an area.
Nah.
It just felt like I was like... It was either like too easy or hard for all the wrong reasons.
And like, we didn't enjoy it. Like, we enjoyed parts about the game, right? But we don't enjoy like sitting down and playing it for an extended period of time. Dark Souls 2, that is.
Yeah, no.
But as far as the story goes, the only enjoyment I got out of that game was just pretending that it's a completely different part of the world. Or a different fucking reality all completely.
That's essentially what it is.
Yeah,
dude.
but it's all connected to the same set of events from the first game. That's why when I was playing it and I was talking to you about it, I was like, I think it just takes place from a human kingdom.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense that it takes place in the exact same
giant
location.
Kingdom. Isn't it a giant kingdom? Vendrick's a giant.
But I don't know. Is he a... I thought he was human.
No, he's a giant, dude. I'm pretty sure he's a giant. See, that's the thing. Who the fuck knows? Who cares?
Yeah.
What's up, Gal? Calamite talking shit. Yes, he is. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
About it, where it's like you just act like it's
something else.
Yeah. I didn't really ever get any enjoyment out of that game, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't. I like the idea of Dark Souls 2.
There's not much to be
Yes,
had.
he's causing me trouble.
Yes, I thought as much.
It's called
Calamite.
versus dragon indeed, even mighty
See, that's what's thing. He says they dared not provoke its ire.
I see little good coming from this.
So, like, what dragons did they kill? Like, little blue drakes?
Persevere to the bitter
But the thing
end.
about those blue drakes in the Valley of Drakes is like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him. I like Gal. He just sits up here and carves his stones. I didn't show you guys that one we got. You can drop them on the ground and it like says something in his voice.
Artorias. Now walk and see how God hunts dragons.
I like how he called you taking out Artorias and putting him out of his misery service.
Right.
Because it's true.
Do
Like
thy service
he's
to
completely
Artorias.
possessed by the abyss. That's not the way
Yeah.
he'd want to live. So it is like you're doing him a service.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Artorias probably was decent to Gao. And it was more Ornstein and Smaug that were fucked up to him. But I feel like
And that's another...
I feel like the feel I get from Artorias is like he is like that chivalrous, like
he is a knight of
Arthur,
honor.
yeah, like Arthurian knight, you know,
Right.
like honor, chivalry, like most important above all else.
Right.
So I don't picture him being the type that would fuck with Gao, because someone, it said that they sap, tree sap, they stuffed his
it
eyes
in
with
his-
tree sap and then put the mask on.
They stuffed it in his helmet.
Yeah, so he can't see anymore. He's completely blind. You can see it oozing out of there.
For a good spell, the rest is in time.
But another... something funny.
And once you kill Calamite,
Nice.
he gives you his bow.
Yeah.
Hood's highest calling.
Just a funny little thing to point out, too, is...
Not be put down easily.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 80 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At twilight, old thoughts return. In great waves of nostalgia.
Fuck yeah.
There's very little to be
I love Gao.
Good as
Yeah.
a dog. No hares to hunt. But
Come
I
help me kill him. Let me summon him. How come I can't summon Gao? That'd be cool as fuck,
That
dude.
would be way cool.
But he sells these carvings, and if you drop them, it says that.
In his voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy them. Screw it. Alright, and he sells large. Is there a way to see how many I have?
Yes, right there. You have
Where that's the
7
thing, it's like there's
held.
3.
You
like,
have 7 held.
Why are there fucking 3 of them there? 4 of them there.
Hmm?
Like it says,
It says you have 7 of them. And 2 of those Titanite shards. And
oh my
22
god, okay.
of the green Titanite
That's how it
shards.
works? I still never understood that until now. Alright, well I'm just gonna buy 5 of them.
farewell. I await good tidings.
Oh, don't worry, we'll be back, Gal. We'll be back with Calamite's head. I'll be back, Gal. I'm coming for the bow. I like his bow. It's really good on strength build.
Mm-hmm.
New Game Plus, it is fucking awesome. There's so many places, like anywhere you think where you have used your bow to like clear out enemies, it
Right.
becomes infinitely fucking easier with the great bow, with Gal's great bow, dude.
Yeah.
With that strength bow, it like anchors into the ground and you fucking pull. It's huge. I love it. Alright, so what we're gonna do now before we fight Calamite is we're gonna hurry and just warp back to that other fire. Let's see.
Go get 20.
Oolacile Sanctuary, correct? Yes. Yeah, I get 20. I hope that's it. Is that it? And let's go talk to Elizabeth and see if she comments on us taking out Artorias. Because I don't remember if she does.
Safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all. Thou art from a time far, far.
She tells us about the time travel too.
I wish to ask, but I know that I must not. The perils of our time are overwhelming enough.
No, listen, Doc. Listen, Doc. You get shot on the night. We come back here and then you're hollowed out.
Cast thine eye glancing hither. Thou needst not hide thy wonder. I am a mushroom, after all.
Can I eat a little bit of you?
Was thine eye I am.
Elizabeth, she will let you. You can buy her you can buy her.
Yeah, she gives you pieces of her.
Yeah, where is that? Does she just give that to
She
you?
gives it to you.
Alright, I probably have some. What was
The
it
Elizabeth
called?
mushroom.
Elizabeth mushroom, and it's a hill, isn't it?
Yeah, right there.
Greatly restores HP for a limited duration. We're gonna have to use that on old fuckbag. I'm worried about him.
Manus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really am.
Or Calamite.
I'm not really worried about Calamite.
No?
No. Calamite is not as bad as you'd think. He's very hard to learn, but once you learn him, he's pretty easy. I feel that way about Artorias too. Like Artorias took me a long time before I killed him. But after I killed him, it wasn't a problem ever again.
Right.
After that, it just wasn't. I just go in and take care of him, bada bing, bada boom. Now I'm out. Alright. So unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with the dogs again.
Kill them.
That's the most annoying thing about... I should have rested at that Oolacile Sanctuary.
It'll be fine.
I'm hoping I one-shot him.
It'll be fine.
Look at the tail. They looks like a rat tail. That's why I was like rats. They kind of look like rats a little bit, man. The dogs in this game kind of look like rats. Or the rats in Dark Souls 2 look like dogs. You fucking decide. It's either way, it's not on me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just imagine them doing this game all again in Dark Souls 3. I would take the movement of this, I would take all the mechanics of this, everything, but just with the graphics, the updated textures, like a love and care put back into it, adding things, little
Smoothed out,
surprises.
60 FPS, shit like that.
But I get it. You don't want to dump that much time into it, and you know that you don't have to,
When
because
you
you
can
have
just-
the fan base that's rabid to the point where they will just buy this $20 patch.
They'll buy the blanket patch.
That's the thing. I bought it. I don't blame anyone for buying it. It's an amazing game, and this is definitely the best way. I don't even know about that, though. Like, I don't know if I'll play this ever again. If I want to replay this game...
On console, the remastered is
Oh, yeah, on
the
console. But the
yeah.
thing about with Prepare to Die Edition, like, I don't know if I'll play this version again. I really
Yeah.
do not like the lighting.
Yeah.
I really do not. I genuinely do not like it. I like it in some areas. Like, I think it can look really good in places like this.
Right.
But then at the same time, it's like you get to see more of the textures that are kind of outdated. So what we want to do is we want to get in here, give him one. And this is kind of a chip fest, so he's going to do glass.
Yeah.
Just want to run away from that.
Which he mirrors a lot of Madeir.
Yeah.
Which if you hit his
Madeir
legs,
is so wicked. That's why I love Madeir. Oh my god.
if you hit his legs, he'll take less damage than if you hit him in the head.
Yeah, but I just like to chip.
Yeah. It's the safest way. Getting right up in front of his head is definitely risky.
Yeah, and you can cut his tail off, but fuck me if I've ever been able to do it.
It's because it curls up. Same with the Sanctuary Guardian. Like, I've never been able to cut that motherfucker's
That
tail off.
fucking
either.
attack got nice. Nice, Kelly. Oh my god, we're
And
gonna double
again.
down. Alright,
That abyss fire.
couldn't get him. Went for the head attack. That's why I usually just chip away at him, because this attack is so cool. He does like a... Oh, come on, I rolled... That's the straight cone one. That's a really good one. If you're prepared for that, that's ideal.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Just a half a second too late on it. Alright. Alright, as long as you just lay down, you'll be good for more damage from that. He is going to be nice and just be like, go ahead and heal!
Go ahead and heal. I'll give you a few seconds, buddy.
Oh god. I gotta get a heal. That's the one it'll, I'm not sure exactly.
Gives him a buff.
Is it a buff for him or a debuff for you if he catches you in it?
Either or, it's bad news bears.
That's the best time to get it, go for his tail.
Mm-hmm.
But,
If you get behind him,
yeah.
like...
That's the thing about him, is positioning yourself correctly is pretty tough for that. If you, oh, come on. Alright. Oh. Oh god. Just finish him. Yes! Yes! What fucking dragon, man? And Orlando didn't dare challenge it? Well, I fucked them up too! Oh, remember that hidden chest that you really had to fucking, like, actually explore to find? It's just there now. Bright fucking white
You
in
can
all
see
its
it.
luminescence. Look at that fucking
Bright as fucking day.
Because somebody was like, I'm going to hide a chest behind this waterfall, but I'm going to paint it white just in case I can't find it when I come back.
I'm gonna get rid of the secret mystery. Once again, defeating the whole fucking purpose of hiding a chest back there. Just put it next to these bodies. Jesus.
Might as well. Let's read what Oscar's note says here. I bet it's a warning about that dragon. Out of sight of the naked eye. He got all poetic with it and shit even. He's like, I'm not just going to warn him about the dragon. I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it in rhyme scheme.
What would you... A bard. He's a bard. Oscar
like a
was a
bard.
bard. That's why he failed. Bards suck, dude. What are you going to do? Play your fucking flute?
Your
You're
loot.
going to flute him to death? You're going to whistle loot him to death? I think we might call it there, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. How long have we been going? I can
don't
bust
know.
out the abyss pretty quick. Let's just fucking homeward bone. Should I keep going?
You can if you want.
Let's do it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. It's gonna be longer than usual, but that's alright. It doesn't matter. We make up our own fucking rules. We got no rules.
2 level ups.
Alright, so this next bit is the little bit of a bit tougher. For several reasons, but we got that super awesome shortcut if anything does go wrong. And there's another shortcut, but it's not quite as... It's pretty good. I just usually try to one and done.
Well, there's a
the
bonfire
abyss.
down there. I mean, when you're down there, just use that bonfire, because you're not leaving until you defeat that guy, you know? That's how I
true.
look at it. That's why I always just use that bonfire.
But then if you die, I might as well use that and just do the fucking kindle it up. That's probably... But you know what? I don't like this bonfire right here. It's kind of in a shitty place. I feel like there's a shortcut up and out.
I mean,
to the
you don't
woods,
have
dude.
to. Yeah, there is that.
Alright, so this little pole here. God damn it. The aiming reticle on this is so useless. Now you can get them to pull up a little ways. Probably going to cast still. But the lucky thing is you can get her. Oh man. If you're not a fucking absolute moron and
easy.
completely whiff your attack.
They're just super mad, man. Look at them! Look at them!
Oh, by the way, guys, we looked up sins because we were curious about that. I'd never looked that up.
Correction.
Sins apparently do nothing.
They do nothing.
Sins apparently do nothing unless you're online and it's PvP stuff only that it does.
I said that it makes it difficult. I said that it increases the difficulty, which
Not
is
attack.
false.
Did you hear that? God, that was extravagant. Fucking screaming and shit. Book. There we go. Soul of a brave warrior who died.
He died down here by himself.
But he died bravely.
He died at the top of the abyss.
He was a warrior. He died bravely.
The
And
giant...
look, like you can totally see this guy up here.
Yep, plain as day.
So this guy gets wrecked by lightning, but we don't have any, so... Instead, these guys, this guy, oh my god, and he's got the ball, yeah. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. This is a pretty challenging enemy. I thought he was dead, but it was just the stagger threshold finally hit.
He was hitting you
Yeah.
really hard.
He hits hard. The lightning guy, lightning shreds that guy though.
Yeah.
If you have the Covenant of the Sun, what is that called? The lightning
Great
spear?
Lightning Spear.
Yeah, if you have the, yeah.
Greater
Whoa, I
lightning
forgot about
spear.
this guy. Send one up at you, because why not? Fuck it. I don't even know why I'm healing. We're gonna... I don't know. Should I use this bonfire?
It's up to you. Either way, it's a run back. You know what I mean? Whether you're going through the forest or you're running from here. But the thing about the forest is I think you're right. It's closer than this.
Yeah, screw it. We'll just play it safe and get this one. Three times.
Thrice.
We're about to be flush with humanity, and then we're gonna go do the Witch of Izalith finally, and we're gonna lose it all.
This was the birthing place of humanity.
Humanity was born here. Humanity.
Good old
At least you
Hugh.
can't see the bottom in that. There's something at least. It's pretty dark in here. Still doesn't feel as dark.
No.
And your light doesn't even work in here, like straight
That's
up.
how
That
those
looks
looks
good.
like
Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah, that's how they looked in the house.
On the prepared
A little more
bag.
clearly. Not quite that dark. So the trick here is you want to pull all the melee guys and just deal with them. I hate how when you push in the stick, it puts the camera in front of you.
Wherever you're pointing.
Yeah, Matthew Matosis brings that up and he's like, I've not ever used it for that.
Yeah.
Ever. And I never have either. Ever. It always fucking is annoying like that.
Yeah, when
When you're going to lock on and
happens,
they're too far away and
it resets
and
the
it can
camera.
screw you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It can screw you over. Come on. Really?
Your arrow will shoot listly to the left.
Down and to the left, down and to the right is where it goes. You have to aim up and to the left
Yeah.
if you want to get it. Lincoln.
Link.
Our dog's
Hi,
going
buddy.
ape shit in his sleep again.
He was like burying his teeth and like doing these weird twitches with his mouth for a second.
Link,
Link.
what are you doing, bud? What you doing?
Chasing animals in the wild, buddy.
Go for the cats. I'm gonna kill them all. I fucking hate them. He hates cats. He's nice to the...
That was funny.
He's nice
He was
to...
twitching
yeah.
the fuck out.
He's nice to him if you're around.
Yeah.
But if you're not around, he'll fucking kill a cat. He doesn't care.
It's that
But that's just
instinct.
irresponsible. Yeah, that's just irresponsible of you to leave a dog and a cat alone, really.
It's like leaving a bird and a cat alone.
Well, it can be just as disastrous if you leave 2 dogs alone.
Yeah.
It can get out of control fast. Like, no matter how much you trust your animals, like, you need to be careful about that sort of shit, because it can for sure 100% go bad very fast. So, this area is significantly brighter.
Mm-hmm.
I have a better idea of what I'm doing here. And this... Alright, so... There was a
That's where you
drop
came
off, yeah,
from,
right
yeah.
here. Go... That's... We already did that, okay. I'm just getting a feel. So down here is all the humanity, and you can drop down there.
Look at all those little hues.
That's humanity, guys.
Yeah, that's Hugh.
That is
Humanity.
that is what we are in fucking Dark Souls.
They're
world.
all named Hugh.
So what we're gonna do though first is we're gonna go over here and hit this. Well, I'm gonna kill all these humanities.
Don't kill
And the
Hugh.
deal with them is
He's
they,
on.
They don't
On.
really attack you as much as they just try to get inside of you, and then they slowly deal damage over time. You see that? Like by running into me.
Mm-hmm. They
And
try to push their body
This is
into
like
you.
a horrible place to fucking...
Oh!
Couple stacked up together right there.
Mm-hmm.
Are they resetting? It looks like some of them are heading back down.
Yeah.
This one's like, no! Go get him!
Go get him, Hugh!
Humanities!
Go get him, Hugh!
And they surprisingly didn't drop much out of all
Couple.
that.
There's
I got
a couple
but
humanities.
still, I usually get it. Oh! That bitch.
Yep, sorcerer.
That's who I was looking for when we were looking around. I think that in order to get to her, you gotta drop down. And
I
go
think that
around.
drop down is to the left up there.
Let's see.
Beyond this bridge. There's a drop to the left. I think that's where you...
That's how you get down to where they are. And I think that's why this
That
is
leads
here.
to
Like,
the-
that's the benefit of this, is getting down here so you can kill them
Right.
and then push the witch. But the witch is farther along. But she aggroed and ran at us, so...
There she
That's
is.
pretty fucking annoying, but it's actually kind of good, too. You don't do that. Alright. Look at them all drifting in.
I'm a-coming for you.
And the great thing about this, though, is that you don't have to worry so much about flasks or even your hills, because you get all this humanity.
And as you can see, they only give you like 6 souls.
Yeah, they give you jack shit for souls.
They don't give
They
you-
just give
yeah.
you tons of humanity.
Because they're humanity.
Tons and tons and tons of humanity. Alright, in order to get to that, there is a drop-off.
I think it's back up.
It's right there.
Right, yeah.
Oh, look, there's humanity there. I fucking didn't...
Yeah.
fuck me.
Don't forget that, Hugh.
Alright, I'm gonna pop one of those. Get a full life bar real quick.
Huey Lewis and the Manatees.
Alright, he didn't drop one. Yeah, but now this drop is shitty because you can, like...
Land into him
Yeah.
like that.
It's pretty rough. I usually just run past and come up here and try to take down this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then get that one out of there. Run again through them. Those big ones. Spooky ghosts! Scare me! I just picture Mike. Spooky ghosts! Scare me! It kind of looks silly, dude. Look at it. If you really look at it, it's kind of silly looking. But it gives us all those hills, so it's all good. Look at that item over there, Chim.
What?
How do you get that thing? You know what? I know exactly where that is. That's underneath where you go over there on. The pillar.
Right.
Alright, so we gotta work our way back up now. And this... Whoa, hi, Manatee.
Hello, Hugh.
Try to ambush me, Manatee. Oh, that Manatee. This is how you come up behind that mage that's up here. Alright, and now...
And is there not a drop-off up here to the right, or is that a troll fuck?
It's this right here.
Okay.
It leads to where Sif is.
That is,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
appears.
if that was...
That's Alvina.
Yeah.
She's the cat from the Forest Covenant.
Cheshire Cat.
She leads you to where he is so you can save him. I've got some more Manatee here. God, I always seem to get hit by them. Looks like there's something down around there. There's also that pretty significant shortcut I was talking about. It's right over here.
Yeah.
Which I might get.
Get over here, Hugh.
From that other bonfire, it's kind of a pain to get to him. And if you come from here, you can pretty much run
It's
skip.
pretty, yeah, that's...
Let's
This
go
is
with- what
definitely
this?
closer. Oh.
Alright, so that just leads
That
back
leads
up
back
to...
around.
Okay. So yeah, this is way better shortcut. Alright, so I think we just gotta go... There's this hidden wall, isn't there? Where was that hidden wall?
Right there?
Yep, right there. Alvina appears right in front of it.
Here's a couple more Hughs.
And they have him trapped. And like, so that's humanity. Humanity is the abyss because he's... God. Can I hit him? I could lock onto him, but I don't like to lock onto him because I feel like when I lock onto him, I almost always get hit with retaliation damage. Way more frequently than if I just free aim, but damn it. That still can happen though.
And so, like, these humanity sprites are the ones who corrupted.
Artorias?
Maybe? I don't
Must
know.
have.
But here's Sif,
And once you kill all them, he gives you, "What's up? Thank you."
and he's surrounded by that.
He's got
light.
Artorias' sword, though. How the fuck did he get Artorias' sword?
I think he just has his own sword.
Does he?
But
He has
that-
his own
The
sword.
cleansing great shield is what Artorias
Yeah, that's what he gave him
used to
protect
save him, yeah.
Alright, so this is the shortcut right here. And this is a pretty good one.
Up out of the Hugh hole.
I'm gonna go rest this bonfire and then it's boss time pretty much. There's a little bit of stuff.
A little bit before him, but
Little
it's
bit
like
of
a
stuff.
straight shoot from here on out
But I
down to
just...
the boss.
This is quicker. You know what? Fuck it. I am feeling confident. I have 19 hills. I got 4 manatees, 2 hills. We're good.
You can summon Sif.
Yeah. And another annoying thing that people do is they put notes. Where,
Right
because
on top
Sif,
of...
yeah, Sif is interesting in the sense that you summon him for the fight, yes. But you have to summon him within the boss arena while
After
Manus is attacking.
When you start the fight, yeah.
So, if you're trying to summon him and someone has a note there, you have to press Y and hit it, you know, it's not a big deal, but it can fuck you up. Like, it can fuck you over, and that's why people do it. It's definitely fucked me over before.
Trolls.
Trying to summon him and not being able to see his sign, and it's because it's buried under a pile of notes. Yeah, people are shitty, dude. But it mirrors real life. Fucking people are shitty.
Beings.
Whoa.
Shitty human beings.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so there's a couple of things we can do here. This one I think leads to an extra area. Oh, you... Manatee!
Damn it, you!
See that? I lock on and I feel like it's weird. Like I swing into him farther than normally I would. And Manus... You know, I fought Manus in Havel's gear, and I fought Manus light, and I feel like Manus is just hard no matter what the fuck you do. So I'm probably just gonna go light roll on him. And there's another hidden something somewhere, dude. I'm almost positive, but it's probably just that, what I just got.
Yeah, the white slab.
There's some hidden stuff in there. Oh!
Hugh! Stop
Suck a
it.
motherfucker! Son of a bitch! Alright. Couple more left and then we're done. Quite a few more left, I guess. I just feel like it's easier to hit them without getting hit in return by dead angling without the lock-on. I feel like that's the case with some bosses and there's just certain enemies where locking on hurts you more than it helps you.
Right.
Like Calamite, I didn't lock on to Calamite once. I feel like locking on to Calamite is a mistake. That's how I feel personally. Some other people may have a lot of success with it. You know, that might be their preferred way to fight him. Me personally, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's like the Asylum Demon.
Sometimes
I will
you
not
don't
lock
want
onto
to.
the Asylum.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to.
Yep. Alright, here we go. There's no trick needed like with Arturius where you have to have the Covenant or anything like that. He just grabs you with his fucking Bader arms and pulls you down.
Come to me.
His sick, filthy Bader palms.
Come down to my
It's what happens when you jerk
abyss.
off too much. You
Yeah.
turn into Manus.
And then a giant black hole threatens to
He
consume
looks
all
so cool,
existence
though.
around you.
He is such an awesome looking fucking boss, dude. Manus is very cool. He's reminiscent of the Cleric Demon, dude. The Cleric Beast.
Yeah.
Alright, so... you want to be careful. Summon Sif out. Manus is another boss I'm not going to be locking on to.
Yeah.
He does this crazy combo if he catches you in it. It fucking hurts so bad.
That's why he's one of the few bosses where blocking really isn't
Yeah, it's
efficient
that right
strategy.
there. That one, oh
Yeah.
god, you see? And it kept going.
Yeah, because like you can't block that, you know. Like
such a
dodging is
long-ass
the
combo.
best strategy for him, whereas a lot of the other bosses in this game, like you can 100% block.
There it is.
And it is like 100% valid strategy. Like the Sanctuary Guardian earlier, you were blocking him and not taking any damage.
Oh, fuck.
That's one of those that I think you can use that charm to...
Oh god, he got me in it full force.
Fuck.
It's alright. Finish him off, Sif. Bye, Manus.
I just noticed his
That's
name.
the
That's
DLC,
why I called him.
everybody.
That's why I called him All-Father Manus, but it's Manus, Father of the Abyss. That's what it is.
And now
'Cause he
Dusk is
created it.
here. And she just cries, and she's never the same again. And I don't know what that's about, but you save her. You can go tell Elizabeth. I'm going to be talking to Elizabeth real quick, and then we're going to go talk to Gal real quick, and then we're done for tonight.
Right.
And after that, it's the bitch of chaos, and Gwen.
That's it.
That's it. We could go try to kill the dragon,
Yeah.
but I probably won't.
That's
Just 'cause
optional.
Whatever.
That's kind of like the 2 Sanctuary Guardians.
Yeah.
Just something you don't have to do.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I could do it if I wanted to do 100% full clear, like show you how to do everything. That would be necessary.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. I think that those are mainly challenge things anyway for further playthroughs.
Right.
I don't think for a first time playthrough you should be fucking around with the dragons or the twin.
Right.
Unless you want to, I mean, and that's the thing, if you did, you eventually get better. And I mean, it took me all afternoon to beat both of those Sanctuary Guardians, but I did it.
Right.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way. For thou art come
It's
from
like
out
Marty
far
McFly,
away.
dude. You
No
can't
one
know
will
that
see
you're
thy
here.
faces.
I'm Marty
Thy greatness
McFuck.
shall live
Marty McFuck.
Friar Marty McFuck.
Friar Tuck. Marty McFuck.
flame.
At the power of Tuck. Can you feel it? No, seriously, Chubbs, can you fucking feel it? That's the power of fuck.
Speaking of Huey Lewis and the Manatees.
The manatees. Huey Lewis and the manatees. Yeah, I forgot to mention that this area, like this whole DLC, is a fucking nightmare online.
Yeah.
Running human here, you're just fucking invaded left and right by
PvP
cheap
over
one-shot
and over and
motherfuckers.
over.
Naked magicians and large fathers. Stagger lockers and one-shotters. It's cheap. It's imbalanced. It's not fun. That's why I'm playing this offline. I wish that, like, ideally, like I said, me and Chubbs would be doing a co-op playthrough of this.
Yeah.
But, like, that is what we would be
You
doing.
gotta
this.
go
Where am I
back in there.
going?
You're going to golf.
I'm killing Chester.
Are you killing
I'm
Chester?
killing Chester
You're
real quick.
killing Chester before you go to golf?
Hey, Chester! Remember that one time you invaded me like the punk bitch whore you are? I do. Oh, your back kick. You're gonna back kick me to death, huh? No.
Oh, very petty of you.
Oh my god. He's gonna get me. Ah, no he's not. You little fuck.
Chester. Chester.
What's
Where's your
his little
Cheetos?
Do that backflip off that. Do it.
Where's your motherfucking Cheetos, Chester?
Chester's bloodborne Cheetos.
Yeah.
Have mercy, please. You just get his armor. It's from Yarnum though, so it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's pretty crappy
It's
gear.
a pretty important set of gear because it's Yarnum night gear. He came here for the blood treatment.
It can't be upgraded and it affects nothing. It's crap.
It's crap.
But it looks cool though.
Yeah, it's mainly for invaders, like straight up. I've been invaded by people in that gear all the time down in there.
I was
And then
just
they
saying
just
that
cast
because
a
that's
spell and
Bloodborne
you
gear.
die.
You can probably upgrade. I was just
Oh, yeah,
saying
you
it because it's
can.
Bloodborne gear you
Because you
can't.
can upgrade it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dark Souls 3 armor.
Yep.
Alright, gal. Let's get that great bow, my friend.
Wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon me. That beast will never take to the skies again. This great
You have to talk to him to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Gal.
dragon
He's cool, man.
I know not of
You need to have like 50 strength or something ridiculous, dude. It's New Game Plus bow. And I normally, if I am gonna continue into New Game Plus, I buy some of these, but I'm not doing it. Like, I have characters that are ready to go in New Game Plus on the Prepare to Die, and that's the one I just prefer
That's
to
the
play.
one you would be playing, yeah.
I mean, me and you can play that pretty steady and not get invaded. There's not a lot of people playing on that invading. Most of those guys move to this one because the benefit of this one is, like, invaders get heals. Like, it's much better to be an invader in the remastered than it is to be in the Prepare to Die.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, remember we ran into that poor fuck? He was just trying to get to goddamn...
Yeah, just working
I
on
think we already
Covenant.
talked about him earlier.
Yeah, in the
playthrough.
woods, in one of them. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we were just like, I felt so bad for that guy because he's just trying to get it and no one plays anymore.
Yeah.
He's probably just trying to get his 100% achieve on there, and it's just like, since they tied achievements to covenants and that requires online play, it's like, okay. But you know what? I think you can farm all of the covenant items in the game. I'm not sure if you can, if you can't, or can. But I think you can, because I know in Dark Souls 3 there's a way to farm all of those in the game. It's just there's only a limited amount of them. So you'd have to play through New Game Plus several times.
One way to farm the Dark Moon Covenant spell, like when I was going sorceries, I was trying to do that, and it said to have
Daughter of Chaos.
it said to have a friend with you with a red soapstone.
Yeah.
So if you have somebody's...
And I never did
you
get
can
this
do it.
shortcut. This is legit. This is a legit shortcut, bro. Like, that wall opens up somewhere. Fuck me if I know where, but that does. But here we are. I think this is the shortest bonfire to them. I really genuinely don't think you can get any closer than this. And they did not add one. They added one at fucking Vamos, but they didn't add one here. They should have added a teleportable, a fucking bonfire you could warp to that is closer to the bitch. Because she's so frustrating. And now, next time when we get back, we're going to have to go all the way down to her again. Them are the bricks. Alright, guys. Let's look at this and look at real quick. We'll do this at the tail end of this one instead of at the beginning. Be less interesting. We still didn't get any chunks, dude. Still did not get chunks. You have to farm them. If you want to get your gear all the way up with chunks, you're going to have to be doing a lot of farming. Alright. That's it for us, Jax.
Chubs?
We'll see you guys next time for the final part. Hopefully we can get the Witch of Isola taken care of really quick without a whole lot of stress and annoyances and rage. And then after that, we're going to Gwyn, and we're going to beat the game. So just one part left. Thanks to all of you that have watched up to this point, watched the whole things, enjoy watching us, find us entertaining. We love you. Means more to us than we could ever fucking put into words, because it's something that's uncommon where we're from, is positivity and... like, instead of negativity and just, like, backstabbing bullshit and shit talking behind your back, it's like, I know that you guys are here because you enjoy hanging out with us, you enjoy our videos, you like us. Fucking thank you. You done, Cheem? You gonna say anything?
Take care, everyone.
Say goodbye, man.
Goodbye,
Fuck.
everybody.
Silent
Thanks
fuck.
for watching.
This is Silent Hill, Cheem. We're fucking Silent Chill. Later, everybody. See you next time.